Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing great today. As you can see right here, I decided to go ahead and carry them up. I'm gonna see how long that's going to last. I'm making sure that I check because I went ahead and I did, like a little tester to see how everything, was, going, and everything had came out fine. So I'm gonna see how long I'm gonna go ahead and last to make sure that everything is good. So again, guys, welcome to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and unbiased. So as you can see right there by the title, we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about all the stuff that is going on with P Diddy. I see that more is coming, which I already had called that, guys. You know exactly all that was, like I say, if they see a crack in the wall or a crack in, they just gonna come full into it. But yes, guys, so I'm gonna talk about that right there. And also, I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and stay on at least an hour. I try to go ahead and do my live about an hour. So guys, I hope you yesterday, you enjoyed your Thanksgiving Day with your family, which, I don't really celebrate it, but, I participated because, like I said, my family enjoys it. So long as they enjoy it, I'm not going to go ahead and take it away from them. But I had a good time with my family. We had a very good time. So I hope you all had enjoyed y'all Thanksgiving Day. So, guys, before I continue with the rest of my commentary, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like or however you feel led, because when it comes to people, trying to stand on their truth, not everybody likes it. But hey, in here, like I said, if you can't stand the heat, then you're gonna have to go ahead and get out the kitchen, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about P. Diddy. And I saw I don't know if it was an old video, old clip that they went ahead and post where he says that, he's still standing, and like I said, I saw that a mile away. But before I get into all the stuff dealing with P. Diddy, I want to go ahead and talk about this right here. I saw Dolly Parton, and she's like the same age as my mom. I think she's like 77 years old, and my mom also is 77. And she has sung during halftime, at the Cowboy game. I don't know if you guys had saw it, but I wanted to just go ahead and and let you guys see. I mean, 77 years old, guys. Come on, come on. I mean, Dolly Parton looks, and I know she had a lot of work, but still of all, she looks good for her age, which I think after the Cowboys game, after that night, she need to go ahead and just hang up that little outfit, because I'm pretty sure that it was a full bodysuit. But when I saw that, my husband had brought it to my attention. He said, "Come see." And when I saw Dolly Parton, at the Cowboy game, I said, "Oh my God, just look at her," which it looked like she was holding on to some stuff. I don't know. But guys, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. So let's go ahead and get into all the stuff that's going on with P. Diddy. And, y'all know last week I called it. I told you guys that more was going to follow suit because, like I said, that's exactly how it is. And like I said, I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody else in. All I can say is much is given, much is required. So, guys, I hope everything is good with my live, because I want to go ahead and carry them up. So I'm gonna see how everything is going to follow. But yeah, I don't know. Some of you guys may know it's all over the news, all over the bloggers, how it was Casey had went ahead, Cassie, she went ahead and filed a civil suit against P. Diddy. And some said, she had got 30 million or more. I don't know, but I did hear where when they said like 30 million, they said that P. Diddy had came out. He the one had, his attorney, them, I guess, just said 30 millions. Is so we don't know if she got that much or not. But, you know, how do you guys feel? If you've been through all the hell that Cassie said that she went through, even, when they had the like the court documents, all the stuff that she said that P. Diddy had did I think it was a deposition, if I'm not mistaken, but it had like, just be aware because, it's like trigger, it's trauma. So if someone had been through all that, tell me, would you just go and just settle out? Let me know. I see curse of, well, I can't, I don't know how to pronounce the name, but I see where it says shock. But just let me know, how would you have felt? Would you went ahead and, just took the money and just, forget about it? To me, it's setting a bad example. It's setting a bad example because of people that have actually, been a victim, been through, someone violating them, and it's letting that person know, well, if someone can go and just pay me off, then I'm fine with that. I just don't see it, And like I said, guys, I'm not here to put my foot down on anyone because, like I said, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. But this is a lot. This right here is a lot. So let me know how you feel about this because, like I said, when it comes to stuff like this right here, is a touchy situation. And like I said, much is given, much is required. So, guys, I hope you all can see me real good because I wanted to come on and camera, because I'm getting tired, just showing a little avatar. And I want to be, like I said, come on, do my lives. But for some reason, when I come on, it seems like I am always in a matrix. But I wanted to, talk about this right here because to me, it's like open season. And I already had read you guys about this law that, they had came up with. I don't know if they came up with it so all the victims, that you never said something and now they can come out and follow suit. Did they started that? I'm going to say allegedly, with P. Diddy in mind or the rest, because we already know that now they coming after Jamie Foxx and some more. And if I'm not mistaken, I heard one white guy, I can't think what his last name is. I know he was in like a rock band or something like that. But it's like, is the hunt for the black man? And I'm not trying to, give, especially when it comes to our people, doing bad things. I'm not trying to give them a pass, but it's like and I see that I am having problems. Look, I see right now I had froze. Let me see. You see every time. So, and I was doing a little tester, guys. I did it at least about 20 minutes. And I wasn't having problems at all. So let me see if I can go ahead and make the screen a little smaller because I want to make sure that so let me make the screen a little smaller because I saw where I went ahead and I froze up. But I just don't think that this is on my end. I just think that it's something that's dealing with YouTube or something, got me in a matrix like this. But to get back to what I'm saying, like I said, it makes it looks bad for people that have really been a victim, been through, hell and back, violated. It makes them feel, if I'm going to get paid, that, what's the purpose of me coming forward? So I don't know. And especially something that happened 30 or 40 years ago, and all of a sudden, now you seen that someone else made that effort and stepped up, which they really didn't step up because they got paid off. Stepping up is that I've been violated and I'm going all the way through it. So the minute when someone offer me something that I am satisfied with, to me it's like a money grab. Now, like I said, at the end of the day, we all have opinion. So, that's how I see it. So, like I said, it's just a lot, but it's also for them to sit there and know that you're going to have a lot of people that's going to come after you, especially when they don't have that money. So people going to attach to you just like bees on the honey. I talked about it all the time. And if they don't have that money and they know that you have, then they're going to do any and everything to go ahead and get it. That's why I say much is given, much is required. But the thing about it is that I was going and I was reading some of the stuff on, different sites. It's like it's all our people. Now, I don't know if it's all our people, it's the one that's making the loudest noise, because we already know that a lot of people come on social media and they use different profiles. So it can be the other ones, that, hiding behind, different profiles. But still of all, what I'm trying to say, even though we are making the loudest noise and saying lock them up or do this and do that, but like I said, our people is not most likely is going to get a dime of it. If anything, their client is going to go ahead and get it. I very seldomly, hear our people is making bank off of that. The lawyer's going to get most of the money. They're going to get most of the money. And our people, like I say, the money is not going to go into our community, or it's not going to go into your pockets. Because when they be writing those laws, and guys, like I said, feel free to go ahead and charm in. But when they are writing these laws, believe it or not, they do not have you in mind. Like I said, a lot of stuff they'll put out there just to get us talking, just to get us to run with it. And like I said, when it's time for them to cut them checks, they're not going to have you in mind. So guys, just let me know, because like I said, and I want to go ahead and read this scripture right here, guys. Let me go ahead and read this scripture right here. And this is coming out, I think it's out of hold on, let me see where this scripture at. I want to go ahead and read this right here. But just let me know, like I said, guys, this is a open, this is a live. Let me know how you feel about it. Because it's like it's a pattern. It's like an ongoing thing, where you ask yourself, well, who's going to be next? Who's going to be next? Now I know that they have one white person in, but maybe, like I said, they might have had that white person in just to make it look good, because we know that it's like the hunt for the black man. So let me go ahead and read this scripture right here. This is coming from Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. So right there, in that verse right there, it letting us know that we wrestle not against each other. This has nothing to do with you and I. This is all about principality, all about power, wickedness in high places. That's who we are wrestling against, but yet we are fighting each other. Soon in a minute, when we see our brother or our sisters fall, what we want to do? We want to go ahead and put our foot on their neck. But this is how it's going to work. It may be somebody that you don't like, somebody that you think that deserve the wrath, but the next day is going to be somebody that you're going to think that they are being wrong for doing, that they did not deserve what is coming to them. Because like I said, these wicked people in high places, they don't care. All they want to do is, like I said, when you out there and you dipping and dabbing in the things of the world, it's like a payback. And good and well, when it comes to all this Illuminati stuff and all these people sitting there selling themselves out, at the end of that game, they're going to have to pay the piper. I see my girls in the house, country girl, Queenie. How are you doing, Miss Queenie? Yes, indeed. I decided to go ahead and carry them up. It looked like, I was going into the matrix just a little bit. So I say, let me go ahead and make sure I carry it down some, which I don't think that it is on my end because, I even had someone to check, my internet service and everything to make sure that everything is clear. So it got to be something on their end. But you know how it is when you start speaking truth. But guys, let me know your thoughts, how you feel about all the stuff that is going on. Because, like I said, especially when you are in the entertainment and you are in this type of game, sooner or later, you're going to sit there and you got to pay somebody off because these people is not going to allow you to die with your legacy. Now everybody else, yes, they're going to be able to die with their legacy, but you're not. Okay, country girl says she's doing good. I'm doing fine. Yes, had a beautiful day yesterday, which to me every day is Thanksgiving, but I was with my family and everything. We had a great time, but I just hate to see, just let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts, and like I said in here, when it comes to my channel is not for everyone, it's not for everybody. I try to go ahead and stand on my truth. I don't have a fight in this, all I could do is just call it as I see. But it's time for our people to wake up. It's time for our people to wake up. If you keep and playing on the devil's playground, this is the results. And the thing about it is that we know how, when it comes to that entertainment, especially when it comes to music, we know how it is. Everybody is going to attach themselves to stuff, people like that. And they're going to bring the best of the best. It's like a kid in a candy store. They're going to bring in what you like. And then I know that most of the time that, when it's stuff like that, these people signs a NDA. But if someone is hollering the big aura, then that's now a void, that's non a void. No way, you can sit there and have that to stand up in front of the court. And that's why you have to be careful. You have to be careful. And because like when they looking at their pockets and looking at their bank account, and they see, look, they don't have the money, but you still live in large. So would they want some of that? And now, the money that P. Diddy went ahead and paid Cassie, like I said, her and the husband who she's with, they are the ones that's going to enjoy that. So pretty much it's going back into the white community. It's not going into the black community. That $30,000 is not going to go back into the black community. And that's why, I say that, the Most High God, what he's doing is he's bringing them to open shame. Because what you're doing is you're not being a good steward over that money. So when you're not being a good steward over that money, what he's going to do, he's going to bring you to open shame. You don't hear like Denzel Washington or people, that is not out there living like the world, dipping and dabbing in the things of the world. You don't hear anything about them. You don't even really hear too much about Jay-Z and Beyonce, because they live in their bubble and they're not going to allow any and everybody to come in that bubble, because they know what it's all about. People looking for a payday. And these lawyers, these judges, they looking for a payday as well. So if they can sit there and they can bring somebody down that they know that's got millions and billions, and we already know when it comes to P. Diddy, he's a billionaire. So quite obvious, they want some of that money. So if they can start putting different laws in places just to pick his pocket, they're going to do it. Because I talk about it all the time. Half of all the laws that they write, they put in place, they have you in mind. They make up them laws with you in mind. And all of a sudden, we got something that's just like the Me Too movement. Come on, guys, make it make sense. But the thing about it is that when it comes to our people just don't see it. We don't see it. because we get caught up in that, not knowing that sooner or later you're going to hit a brick wall. And that's why I say all the time, much is given, much is required. So, guys, look like I'm lasting so far. Look like everything is going good. So, like I said, let me know. Let me know how you feel about all this. But I think after all this right here, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, he need to just go ahead and settle down. Find someone that that's going to have him grounded, because long as he's out there, this is the results. And as you can see, it's more going to come in. Let me go ahead and read this right here, this article, because I'm trying to see if I can go ahead and stay on at least an hour. So let me go ahead and read this right here. So, guys, I hope you all had a good day, enjoyed your day. And I also going to start back with my animation videos. Make sure you go ahead and check it out, because certain things that we can say when we cannot say when we come on these lives. So if I can take the foolish things to confirm the wise, then that's exactly what I'm gonna go ahead and do. But let me go ahead and read this right here, guys. Let me read this right fast. This right here is coming from NBC News. This article right here, and this, like I said, this is big, because I've been seeing it on CNN and all these other major outlets, because he's a huge celebrity. He's worth $1 billion. So everybody wants a piece of that. But right here it says that Sean Diddy Combs accused in third lawsuit this month of sexually assaulting a woman. So that a lot of women was going to come forth, because all they needed was someone to just put a little crack to that door so they can go ahead and walk in. But everybody's saying, and lifting up Cassie. They showed a little picture of, I guess she was coming from out of a home, with a smile on her face. I'd be smiling as well. If I'm, got almost $30 million or even more, I'd be smiling as well. But like I said, to me, if you've been through all the hell that you say you've been through, yes, I want to get paid, but I also want justice as well. But also, it says that the singer Aaron Hall is also named the lawsuit. So I guess that's one of part of the team, the bad boy team. So it says the woman identified as Jane Doe accused Combs and Halls of assaulting her and her friends in the early 1990s. Now, good and well, God, 1990. I mean, people going way back. 1990. Wow. Like I said, ain't nobody exempt. But right here it says that Sean Diddy Combs accused of sexual assaulting by another woman, who alleged in a lawsuit that the music mogul and the R&B singer Aaron Hall assaulted her and her friends at Hall's apartment in 1990 or 1991. Like I said, this right here is what I call the nature of the beast, guys. This right here is what I call the nature of the beast. But right here it says the alleged assault happened following an event at the office of MCA Records, according to a lawsuit filed Thursday in New York. Everything is in New York because of this new law, New York Supreme Court, one day before the expiration of the New York Adult Survivor Act. And I already had broke that down the day when I heard that. This is what got people coming out of the woodwork, which allowed adult sexual assault survivor 1 year to sue regardless of what the origin statute of limitation expired. A spokesman from Combs told NBC News these are fabricated claims falsely alleging misconduct from over 30 years ago and filed at the last minute. This is nothing but a money grab because of Mr. Combs' fame and success. He is an eager target for anonymous accusers who lie without conscious or consequences for financial benefits. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about that. So if you know all this, if you know that these people are money grab, why are you allowing these people in your circle? Now, I know, like I said, when it comes to the entertainment, especially stuff like that, you don't know because we got a lot of wolves in sheep clothing, but still of all, you just got to be careful because this is right here, this is what I call the nature of the beast, guys. So right here it says the New York legislature surely did not extend or expect the Adult Survivor Act to be exploited by scammers. So they saying that a lot of them that's coming for it, they are a bunch of scammers. They only coming because they know that Cassie went ahead and she opened up that can of worms. So now that she opened up that can of worms, that more is going to follow. So, and that's a possibility. That could be a possibility because, like I say, when it comes to P. Diddy, he's worth $1 billion. But like I said, much is given, much is required. And, but when it comes to our people, especially when it comes to our melanated kings and queens, it's just time for us to get it together. It's time for us to get it together. Let me go ahead and get out of this right here. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this out. And I'm going to put this back up. So when it comes to our kings and queens, it's time for us to get together. It's time for us to reunite because we are now at what I call the end times. And now that we are in the end times, you're not going to get away with any and everything because now you have to answer for all this stuff. So right now, what you're seeing, and not just P. Diddy, it's going to be more. Like I said, it's like every season it is a different black person. It's like the hunt for the black man. But they only can get you if you put yourself in harm's way. You put yourself out of the will. And as you can see, that's exactly what they are doing. You cannot continue wilding out there with the pigs and not expect no consequences. It got people, like I said, they're gonna look good, they're gonna smell good, it's like candy in the store. But inside, they have a motive. Inside, there are raven wolves, just like I said, with some of the rest of them. So in a minute, they get a little dime. What they do, they go and they bring it to without sounding racist, but you know who they bring it to. And so in a minute, they bring that into the white community. It's not going to go into your community. And do you think that you're going to have good luck with that? No, you're not going to have good luck with that because you're not pouring back into your own community. We got so much stuff that needs to be in our community. But also, we got to learn how to sit there and live with each other. We cannot continue sitting there with that slave mindset. Soon in a minute, we see our brothers and our sisters fall. We wants to go to the white man. We wants to hand over our brother, our sister on a silver platter. We got to stop that. And we got to stop thinking that we are on top of the world because what you are doing is you are exalting yourself. And if you start exalting yourself, then like I said, the same ones that's watching you go up there is the same ones going to go ahead and shake your butt right off it. But also women, it's time for us to start rebuking the women. You don't get a pass because you're also putting yourself out there. And I'm not saying that means that this person is supposed to violate you. No, no one should violate you. I don't condone none of this at all. But we also cannot allow our goods to be evil spoken of. We cannot cast our pearls to swines. When you out there and you know that this is not the place that you should be, if I'm going into some kind of party and I'm staying after 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, like my mom just say, ain't nothing open but legs. Nothing open but legs. And people going to treat you exactly how like I said, if you put yourself in that position. It's time for us to sit there and we just got to do better. Our women got to do better. Just look at the music we are putting out. Our children are watching and mimicking all that stuff, sponging off of all that stuff. We got women out there making music, men walking them like a dog, treating them like a dog, and it's like, oh, this is the norm, and making you feel, oh, I must be old fashioned. No, we have morals, we have integrity. Nowhere in the world we should be treated like a dog. So that's why I say, guys, much is given, much is required. But this right here, this is the results. This is the end results. This right here is the end results. And like I said, even though you may be a billionaire, but if I got to, constantly just, you know, cutting checks, for my bad behavior, then it's time for us to go ahead and examine ourselves. And that's exactly, how I look at it, because, the money is not going back into our community. And that's the sad thing. And that's why the Most High God is bringing us to open shame, because you bringing it back to the power to be, putting it back onto the plantation, putting it back into master's hands. That's exactly. But you don't want to see your people. You don't want to see your people come up. We don't have nothing. And that's why we can't even say nothing. But we do all the talking. We want to police everybody. We want to be the judge, the jury, and the executors. We got so many lawyers and so many attorneys, so many people, thinking that they know exactly what's going on, where they all want to put their input. But we got to do a little better than that, guys. We definitely got to do a little better than that. We can't keep tearing down. We don't have nothing. We don't have no schools. We don't have banks. We don't have libraries. We don't even want to support the little businesses that we have in our community. We rather pass that business down and go run to somebody else and make them rich. And I know for sure, I know for a fact, we don't want, it's like we want to see them make it, but soon in a minute we feel that our people are getting one step ahead, then we want to go ahead and we want to tear that person down. So nowhere in the world that we're going to be able to move this until we change our mind. We got to change that old stinking mindset. That's the only way that we can be able to come out of this. We got to learn to love each other, love who we are. Because long as we fighting with each other, we are hating each other, then they're going to say, hey, I can work overtime on her. So I'm going to put Karen and Becky in the way and have our brothers going and being attractive of Becky and Karen, because we don't want to treat them right. We treat them like crap. So a lot of stuff, guys, like I said, we have to take accountability of some of the stuff that we are doing as well. And like I said, when it comes to this kind of talking, it's not for everybody, but this is a rebuke. It's time to sit there and we got to shape up. Because if we want to rise, then we got to sit there, we got to fall in line. We just can't sit there and say it's time for us to come out of this Lodabar, which that's exactly what I call it Lodabar. But long as we sitting there tearing each other down, how are we going to rise? Long as we want to look like them, act like them, how are we going to rise? We got to learn to start loving ourselves. And when we start loving one another, then we're not going to tear down our brothers. And our brothers is not going to take the money and put it in somebody else's community. They're going to put it right in their community. We're going to start building. But like I said, that's what they want. They wants to see us start fighting with each other. They wants to see us tearing down each other. because long as we fighting, long as we tearing down, long as we staying distracted, then they can be able to sit there and suck us dry. And that's exactly what they are doing. So guys, let me know, what are your thoughts about this? Because just like I said, much is given, much is required. And as you can see right here, this is exactly what it is. But this is enough. We should be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Every time when we get to a certain status, some come along, and it always be something like that. Always being something like the big aura. We done something like this. Some people coming out of the woodwork. Look how they doing Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is 80 something years old. Man barely can see, barely can walk, and they still sitting there trying to squeeze every penny, every dime before this man even close his eyes. And that's why I always say, when it comes to our people does not die in their legacy. They do not die in their legacy. But like I said, it's time for us to go ahead and we got to get ourselves together. So guys, let me know, what are your thoughts about that? Just let me know what your thoughts about it. How do you feel about all this? Let me see if I can pull something else up. I might go into the matrix, but I'm gonna see what I can go ahead and do, because I was trying to see if I can stay on at least an hour. So let me know, what are your thoughts about it, guys? Because this is, like I say, this is where our people at, and I'm not here to come on and tear down people. So you think that, oh, this is a channel to tear down somebody? No, I'm not here to tear down nobody, guys. If anything, I'm here to lift you up. But also, it's time for us to do better than what we are doing now. It's time for us to do better. So yeah, so far I'm checking to see how everything looks. So it look like everything is looking good. I don't see that I'm in a matrix, but I know if I go ahead and open up some more tabs, I know good and well I'm gonna go ahead and freeze up, guys. So just let me know what your thoughts about all this stuff that that is going on. And I'm not here to put my foot on anybody, but I'm also, it's time for us to sit there. It's time for us to get together. It's time for us to unite. Don't you know we are a force to be reckoned with? When we rise, when the melanated king and the melanated queen rise, then everything is going to fall in place. But as long as we sitting there don't know who we are, then yeah, these people can work overtime on us. And some of them, I even read, I had made a video on it. I need to go ahead and read some more of it, where they were saying that they make some of our people, especially when they are in the entertainment, make them millionaires. And the reason why they make them millionaires, because what they trying to do is they trying to allow them with all that foolery, all that old maestro show. Because when it comes to our people, what our people do? Our people love to mimic. We wants to be this person. We wants to be that person, because we don't, like I say, it's not that we hate ourselves, it's just that we are lost, because we allow these people to tell us that we are ugly. Oh, our nose are big, it's everything is not right with us. But the thing about it is, they're going to tell you that you too dark or you too this, but they love everything about you. They want everything about you. The thing about it is that you don't know. When you start knowing who you are, then nobody can be able to work overtime on you. Diane says, new on your channel, you are speaking facts. Thank you very, very much. Sometimes, Diane, I'm not going to tell you no lie. It feels like my labor is in vain. It's like I be talking to myself. I'm not even going to tell you no lie. Sometimes it feels like I be talking to myself, because does our people, do they understand? Do they hear what I'm saying? Long as we sitting there and we stroking them and tickling their ears, then they say, oh, I got it. If I put on a maestro show for you, yeah, we got it. Because we love drama. We love drama. We love tearing down each other. But like I tell you guys, I tell you all the time, we are a force to be reckoned with. Without us, nothing exists. Start studying about your melanin in your skin, how they trying to zap the melanin out of your skin, how they taking shots, melanin shots, and putting it into their body. Start studying about all that stuff. And then I promise you, you won't come out and try to bleach yourself and, try to get rid of something that they want. Everything that we have, guys, it serves a purpose. It serves a purpose. And that's why we got to do better. Because if we don't do better, the Most High God, He's going to bring us to open shame. He's going to bring us to open shame because it's time for us to get it together. And they know it. I promise you, they know it. That's why they work overtime on us. That's why they work overtime on us, because they don't want us to wake up. They want to keep us asleep. So in a minute when we start figuring out who we are, then they're going to have some stupid stuff like this. All this right here is a distraction. They put all this stuff right in front of us, this stuff that's going on with P. Diddy and all the rest of them, because it's something that they are plotting behind the scene. It's something that they are doing behind the scene. So what they trying to do? They trying to distract us. Throw in P. Diddy, because everybody worships these celebrities. Stop worshiping these celebrities, guys. They humans just like we are. They pull up their pants just like we do. Stop worshiping these celebrities. Diane said, just pray and you are doing wonderful. People don't want to hear the truth. Thank you very much, Diane. Thank you very much. God is good. Thank you very much. I needed to hear that, guys. I definitely needed to hear that. Yes, thank you very much. Because it's not easy. It's not easy going against the grain, because everybody wants to run on the bandwagon. And soon in a minute, when they feel that you have a different opinion, what they going to do? They don't want to hear stuff like this. Oh, she's boring. Oh, I don't want to hear this. But the Most High God say, tell it to them anyhow, because we already know, especially when it comes to our people are some stiff-necked people. Our people love to be stroked. And we got to stop being wants to be stroked. But it's time for us to get in position. Leave these people stuff alone. I had to learn the hard way myself. The Most High God had to allow me to fall flat on my face in order for Him to raise me up. Leave these people stuff alone, guys, because like I say, what they do is they try to put all this materialistic stuff, try to put it in our way to keep us distracted. P. Diddy, they putting P. Diddy and all the rest of these entertainers every season in your way just to distract you, because it's something that these people are doing. Like I said, when it comes to these people, I call them the crafty counselors. These people are crafty counselors. They are manipulative. It's something that they are trying to do. So they are tear down one of our brothers to have us focusing on that. And we fall in this same old okie dokie stuff all the time. It's a distraction, guys. It's a cheap trick, because it's something that they are doing. Because like I say, these people, they study us. They know us better than we know ourselves. But it's time for us to say enough is enough. It's time for us to say enough is enough. Stop allowing these people to sit there and work overtime on us. Because like I said, they know that their time is almost over with. They know that their time is almost over with, guys. And that's why they are causing so much havoc. But we already know how the enemy comes. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. If it's something that's going to take out of your community, just like if somebody come right now and take food off of your table, you're going to have a problem with that. So what they are doing is they'll try all kind of distractions to keep us, because it's something that they are trying to do. Something that they are trying to do, but they trying to keep because they think that we love to be entertained. And it's true. Our people love to be entertained. We love dipping and dabbing in all the things of this world. So they put all that because it's something that they are trying to do. Now, what it is, but sooner or later, the Most High God is going to expose it because before P. Diddy came out, they came out with all that mess about P. Diddy. They was talking about how all our black kids was being missing. They even found a chop shop where nothing but the bodies of people, children missing, and so many. We don't hear nothing about that. Why we don't see people reporting on stuff like that, especially when it comes to our people, talking about how our black kids are being missing. But yet they saying that these kids are running away. So in a minute, when we start focusing on all this stuff, sooner or later, they're going to bring some entertainer that went ahead and slipped up. Come on, guys. I don't know about you, but it's time for us to wake up. Stop allowing these people to rock us to sleep. Because if you don't see it, then something is wrong. It's like I said, these people is crafty counselors. They are manipulative. But we know that. And that's why we cannot continue playing on the devil's playground. Come out of her. When you see your brother or your sisters falling, pray for them. Don't sit there and try to help these people do their job because they're not going to expose none of their people. Their people are going to die in their legacy. They're not going to talk about all the stuff that their people are doing. Why don't they go into all these Catholic churches? They're not going to go into them Catholic churches and tear down all these priests that molesting and pedifying these kids. They're not going to talk about stuff like that. But soon in a minute, something happened in our community. Oh my God, we make it headline. We make sure we shout to the top of the mountain. Crucify him, crucify him. That's what we do to our people. But you're not going to do that to their people, and they're not going to let you do to them to them. So in a minute you start pulling the wolves, the sheets off of their people, they're going to sit there and they're going to shut you down. They're going to attach some kind of label to you. You are being anti-Semitic. They're going to try, you are being racist. They're going to find something to shut you down. Why we don't talk about them? Why we have to make all types of content on our people, tearing our people down? All these big mega bloggers out, these big old content creators got 1 million followers. Look at them now. All I'm talking about how 101 ways to tear down our own people. But I promise you, look at their content. They're not going to talk about nothing else but trying to tear down our own peoples. But, we know this stuff. So why we continue allowing this to happen? And that's why I said, when you use your platform, make sure you use your platform to tear up, not to tear down, but to build up. Because if you're using your platform just constantly tearing down, then, like I said, God is going to sit there and he's going to take it away because you're allowing your goods to be even spoken of. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I thought I was going to go ahead and stay an hour, but I didn't say it exactly what I need to say. Thank you, Country Girl, for coming on. Diane Owsley, I might be pronouncing your name wrong. Owsley. Thank you for those encouraging words where she said, just pray, and you are doing wonderful. People don't want to hear the truth, and that's absolutely. So thank you, guys, and the ones that's coming on to watch the live, make sure, however you feel led, because, if these people, I don't know what to say to some of these people. However you feel led, just hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Look like I am doing so far good, carrying up. I know that the mic is good because I went ahead and I tested my mic to make sure that, it wasn't sounding muffled. Everything was good. The only problems that I was having is when I cam up, which so far everything looks good because look like I'm freezing right now. So my mouth is going, I saw I was freezing. But yeah, I would love to come and carry them up, because like I say, this is, like I said, this is what I like doing, even though, yes, I do like the clicks and the likes, but this is what I like, like this. This is how I pass my time. Country Girl says, "You welcome everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe. God bless." Oh, my girl is so sweet, sweet, sweet. So, guys, look, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. But thank you, guys. I usually come on every day, but however I feel led, whatever I got to talk about. So, guys, look, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. You all be blessed. Thank you, Country Girl.